Hello, my yarny friends. I'm Sara, and welcome to Friday Fun with Sara, or welcome back. Today's video, I'm going to show you how to make these super fun and easy dog bone Christmas ornaments or tags that you can put on gift bags. They're super fun to make and perfect for you and all your dog and pet loving friends and family. They're super easy. I wrote this pattern probably 6 or 7 years ago, and I thought it was time to update the pattern with some new pictures and, of course, a brand new video. Now, you can find the written pattern with pictures on my blog, and as always, I'll put that blog link down in the notes underneath this video. To make our dog bone Christmas ornaments and gift tags, we're going to be using medium weight number 4 cotton yarns. Now this one is made out of acrylic yarns, and you can use that as well. And we're going to be stitching using 2 strands held together, and we're doing that because it makes a nice sturdy dog bone that will sit nicely when you hang it up on your tree or put it on a gift bag. And also it makes it a nice size. And so you can use up your yarns in your yarn stash, any medium weight number 4 and any colors that you want to. Now I made a paw print dog ornament for my Rosie, my Chihuahua, in these colors. The ivory and light pink with sparkle. I love this cotton, so I thought it would be perfect to make the dog bone in those same colors as well. And you, like I said, you can use any cottons, any acrylics, as long as they're a medium weight number 4. And we're going to be stitching with our J hook. And the reason we're going with the 6mm crochet hook is we're holding 2 strands of yarn together, as I already stated. You're going to need a needle for weaving in your ends, and then you'll need a pair of scissors. And you can also embellish them with any kind of button that you would like. So I have my J hook and my 2 strands of cotton held together. What I did is I took 1 strand from the center of my skein and 1 from the outside. And I've got it in this container here, and I'm going to pull as I go and hold those 2 strands together. So I'm going to make a slip knot, and I'm going to chain 11 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So I have 11 chains. Now I'm going to place a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So we don't count the loop on our hook. There's the first one. So I'll go in that second chain and stitch a single crochet. So I stitched a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. I'm going to stitch 1 single crochet in each of these chains across. And we need to be careful to hold those 2 strands together and treat them as though they're just 1 strand. All right, so we chained 11, we single crocheted in the second chain and in each chain across, so we have 10 single crochets. Now we're going to form the first 2 dog bone bumps. So we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and now we're going to place 2 double crochets in this last chain. 1, 2. Now we're going to chain 2 and single crochet in that same chain. So now we formed our first bump. We need to form the second one. So we'll chain 2, 2 double crochets in that same chain space, and then single crochet in that same chain space. Now, you'll probably notice there's a hole. We'll use this strand of yarn to close that hole up when we're done. All right, and so this is the way it should look at this point. We've got our chains here that we single crocheted in, and then we stitch 2 of our dog bone bumps on the end. All right, so now we're going to move this tail of yarn out of the way. We're going to stitch a single crochet in that next stitch, and now we're working down what's called the opposite or other side of our work or our chain, and we're going to just single crochet back down. So I'm just going to single crochet, working down the opposite or other side of our chain till I reach the end of the row. And now we're going to form the 2 bumps on this end of our dog bone. So we're going to chain 2. We're going to stitch 2 double crochets right in the end. 1, 2, chain 2, and single crochet right in that end. And then we'll chain 2. Then you'll have to move it over a little, get it all fit in here. 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and chain 2, and then single crochet in that same hole, and then slip stitch in this first single crochet. All right, so there is your second bump or set of bumps. We have 2 on this side and 2 on this side. So we're going to go ahead and cut our yarn, and then we'll bring in our second color for our trim. Before I add my trim row, I want to go ahead and close up this hole on this end. And so I'll put my needle or my thread through my needle, and we'll just go around those stitches and gather that in. Let me come back around this way, because we don't want a big hole on this end, and it was bugging me. I want to get it taken care of. All right, so I'm just going to gently pull on that, and then we'll stitch back around, make sure it's nice and secure. And of course, you can wait till you're finished with your trim to do this. I just wanted it done because it was bugging me. There we go. Nice and secure. All right, now that hole's gone. This end doesn't usually end up with one, but if you do, you can do the same thing with these tails and close that up. All right? Okay, so now we're going to add our trim. And so again, we are using 2 strands of yarn. I'm using this ivory white sparkle, and I'm just going to join that in that last stitch. We'll snug that down. And we're just going to single crochet across. 1, 2. 1 single crochet in each of these stitches across. All right, and then when we get to the 2 double crochets, we're going to stitch 2 single crochets in those 2 double crochets. This is just going to help it hold its shape just a little bit better going around these corners. 1 1/2 double crochet, get in there. All righty, actually that's not a half double crochet, that is a chain 2. All right, so now we're going to go in that single crochet. We'll stitch 1 in the chain 2. There we go. That brings us to our 2 double crochets, so we'll stitch 2 in each of those double crochets. Now we'll stitch 1 single crochet in that chain 2, and then we'll go right to that next single crochet and stitch down this side an even row of single crochets. Let's see how that end looks. We've got a nice curved edge because we put 2 single crochets in each of those 2 double crochets. All right. So we'll just work down this side. And then we'll repeat on this end what we did on the other end. Single crochet in the chain 2. Whoops, there we go. 2 single crochets in the 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Single crochet in that chain 2. Single crochet in that single crochet. Single crochet in that chain 2. 2 single crochets in the 2 double crochets. 1, 2, 1 and 2. All right, we're almost done. 1 single crochet in that chain 2, and then we'll stitch 1 right in that next stitch and then join where we started. All right, now we'll cut this yarn. We'll pull that loop to the back so it's nice and neat. There we go. And so I have a little bit of tidying up to do. And so, pull those away, they look good. There's our dog bone with a trim. I like it in pink, it's really cute. And I need to take my needle and weave these ends in real quick. And then I'll show you how to add a button and a hanger. I have now tidied up my dog bone ornament. All my ends are tidied up. And I was going to use a paw print button, but I happened to glance over and I found this cute little dog button. It doesn't look like Rosie, but it's super cute. And so I thought I would use that button instead. All right, so I'm going to thread on my yarn onto my needle, and I am only using 1 thickness. I'm going to make a little loop. Pull that to the back. There we go. Now my shank goes across, so that's going to work nice. You want to make sure you go the way your shank goes, and that's the little circle or whatever on the back that you stitch through. We're going to stitch that on a few loops, make sure it's nice and tidy. I think this button is adorable. There we go. It's so cute. I love that. All right, let's go ahead and tie that on in the back. There we go. I like to tie 3 knots, make sure that's going to hold nice and securely. All right, so now we got a little button on there, and you can use, like I said, whatever button you want, whatever who you're giving this to loves, colors, and all that. And now we're just going to, I don't need the needle, we're just going to attach the tie. Now to get the dog bone to hang better, I like to use a little bit longer tie here. It helps it not pull in and hang nicely. All right, so we'll go in here and pull 1 strand to the back, and then we'll go over here and pull the other strand. That way it'll lay nice or hang nice. And then And we'll just tie a knot in the top. Now, if you want to use ribbon instead of more yarn, you can. That would look really pretty. And so there is our pink and ivory sparkle dog bone with a cute little button that's a puppy that I think Rosie's really going to like. The truth is she's probably not going to like it because she's a dog, but I like it. I think they're adorable. And anybody who loves dogs are going to love having a dog bone ornament or tag or place marker. Wasn't that fun? I just really had a good time making these dog bones. And I'm going to make a bunch more because they're a great way to use up your yarn stash and make some wonderful Christmas ornaments, gift tags. And the truth is you can use these as gift tags even if it's not Christmas or the holidays, if you're giving someone who loves dogs and all things puppy a gift. Get in your yarn stash and see what colors you can come up with. And don't forget to get in your button stash as well.